Did you know that of the nearly 234 women in the House of Representatives, only 19 belong to the GOP? 234 women, 19 Republicans. So House Republicans now have launched this Project GROW. It's an effort to boost that number to broaden the party's appeal among women. Dana Bash, our chief congressional correspondent, talked to some of the members behind the effort about the Republicans' problems with women.
Why do you think this is so important to launch a very specific, special project just to get Republican women to run for Congress?
It's as a result of the 2012 election. We saw the results. We saw that as Republicans, even though we were talking about the issues that affected America, women across this country felt we were not connecting with them.
What's the messaging problem?
You know, we've got to reach people where they live and talk to them in a way that's going to make their life better and easier. You know, I tell my colleagues, close your eyes. Say that you're speaking to that 37-year-old single mother of two who's trying to make it to the 15th and the 30th of the month. What do we have to offer office?
And is that part of the problem, that it's hard for a white man to close his eyes and imagine himself a 37-year-old single mother of two, but not a woman?
Well, I think that's part of what we hope this project to do, is not only educate other female candidates, but also educate our male colleagues about connecting with women and doing a better job going out and meeting with women business owners, women volunteer organizations, just doing a better job connecting, like they've said, with where they are about things they care about.
There are only 19 of you in Congress. 19 Republican women out of, like, just people realize, out of 234. So you're only 8% of your caucus or your conference.
We did.
Why? Why is that?
Again, that is why we have to reach out. You know, typically women who are going to run for office, they almost need to be asked. They need to make sure that there's a place for them.
They do often need to be asked. I was asked to run for office. I had never run for office before. And, you know, I want to be that person that helps identify and encourage women to run.
We need to do better. And that's what this project is about. And I've devoted a fair amount of my lifetime in politics promoting women to get involved. You know, we decide the outcome of elections. We ought to be represented at the table.
Martha McSally, an Air Force fighter pilot who flew combat missions over Iraq, is running in a rematch for Gabby Gifford's old seat in Arizona, which she just barely lost to Democrat Ron Barber last year. She is exactly the kind of political recruit these GOP women say they're looking for.
The Democrats have been effective attacking us and trying to brand us in a way that is just not accurate. My opponent, you know, a white man, was trying to lump me into the war on women. I mean, here I am, a pioneering military woman, you know, first to fly in command in combat. I sued Donald Rumsfeld for making our servicewomen wear burqas over in Saudi Arabia. I mean, I am not a part of the war on women. I've been fighting for women my whole life.
29% of the Democratic caucus is women. 8% of the Republican caucus, which has, of course, more people. I mean, it's the majority. Why is that? What do you think?
I don't know the answer to that, honestly. I can only say that in my experience running, that when I engage with Republican, Independent, and Democrat women in my community, and you talk about the issues that matter to them, if we connect with them and we're real and we show our leadership, we show that we're solution-oriented.
And I should be clear, Dana Bash, and I don't know if this was subliminal or not. I said 234 women. It was 234 Republicans in the House of Representatives, 19 of whom are women. This idea, this Project GROW, it's an idea, but how do they do that? How do they attract more women?
Well, they say that they are going to do it really the old-fashioned way, the way that these party leaders have recruited anybody in the past, but really with an eye towards women. For example, they're going to go into these districts and look for people who are active in the PTA, people who are active business leaders, people who have expressed some interest in public service, obviously, who want to be Republicans from their perspective, and encourage them and to really try to cultivate them, have these current serving members, these few of them, 19, call them and say, look, this is how you do it. It really is fascinating to me. I've done several pieces on women in politics over the years, and this is actually a bipartisan thing. Women tend to need to be asked to really be pushed to get into this kind of thing.
Wonder why?
Much more than men, and it really is unclear. It probably is changing as the times are changing, but it's certainly a lot slower than you would think.
Dana Bash, it is lovely hearing these four voices and yours. Thank you for bringing us those interviews.
Thanks,
we really appreciate it, Dana. Thank you.